Welcome everyone to Catherine's Plates. I'm Catherine. Today I am bringing you two amazing ways to cook chicken in your Instant Pot that will give you lots of variety for your dishes. We have the Mexican shredded chicken for nachos, tacos, and burritos. And then we have the anything chicken that you can chop, shred, slice, or dice for salads, soups, sandwiches, pasta, you name it. Okay, grab your Instant Pot and let's get right into it. Okay, so to get started with our Mexican style shredded chicken, we're going to add 1 can of Rotel tomatoes with green chilies to our sleeve of our Instant Pot. Now, if you don't like the green chilies and you don't want that much heat in it, you can use just regular diced tomatoes, maybe fire roasted for a little flavor. Okay, so that's going to go into my Instant Pot here. Okay, we're going to go ahead and add some liquid to this to give it that steam factor so it can pressurize. I'm going to add 1/2 cup of chicken stock or chicken broth. Okay, I've got some oregano, 1 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon of cumin. Got some smoked paprika going in, 1 teaspoon, teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and I've got 1 teaspoon of minced garlic. Let's go ahead and get that all a mix. Oh, it smells so good in there. Look at that. It's kind of like the magic ingredient. This is brown sugar, and I've got 1 tablespoon going in. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go ahead and add our chicken inside of our Instant Pot here. All right, so I've got kind of like thin chicken breast that I'm using. That's what I pulled out of my refrigerator, so we're gonna be using that. If you want to use thigh meat, you can do that. Chicken tenders, regular chicken breast, you can do that also. Start submerging your chicken into the delicious Mexican style tomato seasonings in there. There we go. Okay, we're going to place our lid on. It's going to sing to you. Lock it into place. Now you have your knob on the back of the unit, and there's sealing or venting. You want to make sure that it is definitely on the ceiling. Okay, on the front panel of your Instant Pot, I'm going to hit the pressure cooker. I'm going to change the time to 20 minutes. Then once it builds up pressure, it's going to do the countdown for the 20 minutes. And then we're going to do a quick release. All right, our 20 minutes is up. We're going to go ahead and do a quick release on the back of the unit. All right, once all of the steam is released, we're waiting for that pin to drop before we remove our lid. Okay, the pin has dropped. Make sure you always remove the lid away from you. Oh, it smells so delicious in there. Okay, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take my chicken breast out of the Instant Pot here and lay it on a cutting board, and then I'm going to shred it all up. Oh yeah, it is so tender, it's just falling apart. Boy, just think, you could do a whole pot of chicken. This is what I had in my refrigerator, so that's what we were working with. All right, I'm just going to take 2 forks and I'm just going to shred it up. Okay, what would you use your Mexican style shredded chicken for? Let me tell you what my purpose is. Tacos. Okay, once I get this all shredded up, I'm going to put this in a bowl. And then I'm going to add the sauce to it just to kind of keep everything moist until we need it. Okay guys, go grab your tacos, your burritos, your nachos, your enchiladas, and use your shredded Mexican chicken. Okay, we're going to move on to an Instant Pot chicken breast that we're going to make with lots of seasonings. This is going to be really great for pasta dishes, for casseroles, salads. You can chop, dice, and shred this chicken breast that we're going to make right now and use it almost anywhere. All right, let's go ahead. I want to show you these seasonings that I'm going to be using. Go ahead and add all of our seasonings into a bowl here. Now I'm going to be using 1 teaspoon of garlic powder, 1 teaspoon of onion powder, 1/4 teaspoon of oregano, 1/4 teaspoon of parsley, 1/4 teaspoon of basil, 1/4 teaspoon of paprika, 1/4 teaspoon of pepper, 1/2 teaspoon of salt. All right, we're going to go ahead now and just whisk this all together. On your Instant Pot, we're going to go ahead and hit the saute mode. We're going to do the 30 minutes because we are going to be browning up our chicken in here. So while this is heating up, I'm going to go ahead and start seasoning up our chicken breast. Okay, now I've got my seasoning mix in a shallow bowl here, and I've got 3 chicken breasts. Now these are skinless, boneless. So I'm just going to take one, put it into the seasoning, push it down really good. Flip it over and do the other side until it's nice and coated. Okay, I'm going to do that with the other 2. Alright, so I've got my chicken all seasoned up there. Now I'm going to add about 3 tablespoons of some oil into my pan here. You want to make sure you put your oil in when your pan is hot and not beforehand. Okay, now we're looking for it to start sizzling. Alright, let's go ahead and add our chicken in there. We're going to start browning these chicken breasts. Okay, once you place your chicken, let it sit. We're going to let it sit for about 3 to 4 minutes on one side. And then we're going to flip it over. We just want to give it a nice crust, and what that will do will lock in the moisture in your chicken. Okay, I'm going to give it another 3 minutes. Y'all, look at how beautiful those look. Look at the color on that. Okay, I'm going to take out my chicken breast and just lay it on a plate. Okay, we're going to go ahead now and start adding some liquid to our Instant Pot. I'm adding some chicken broth just to add that flavor. Okay, I'm going to go in with a wooden spatula here, and I'm just going to start scraping off all the little bits that are on the bottom of my pan. This will keep you from getting a burn notice while you are pressurizing your chicken. So you want to make sure that there's no little bits down there. You will feel them, so if you feel them, just scrape them off. This is all flavor too, so just leave those little bits in there. Alright, now the trivet that came with your Instant Pot, we're going to go ahead and just lay that into our pot. And we're going to place our chicken on top of there. Okay, so we're going to place our lid on. It sings to you. Then we're going to turn it to the lock position where it sings again to you. Okay, so the knob on the back of the unit we want to make sure is on the sealing position, not the venting. Alright, so we're going to turn on our pressure cooker. We're going to put our time down to 5 minutes. So it's going to come up to pressure, and it's going to do a countdown for 5 minutes, and then I'm going to come back after it's done a natural release for 5 minutes. Okay, our 5-minute natural release is done. We're going to go ahead now and do a quick release. Anytime you do a quick release, it smells amazing in there. You don't smell it for quite a while, and you do a quick release, oh my gosh. Okay, it's almost done. What we're waiting for now, before we take the lid off, is that pin right here to drop. Okay, you heard the pin drop. We're going to go ahead now and release the lid away from us. Okay, I'm going to go ahead now and take my chicken breast out and just lay it on a plate. Okay, I'm just putting this one back together. That's how tender this chicken is, you guys. Look at this right here. Okay, so I'm going to take the rack out and show you what we're going to do with that nice juice down there at the bottom. Now, if you want, you can make a gravy for it. Now, all I did was take 2 tablespoons of some cornstarch and 2 tablespoons of water and just kind of mixed it together. And what I'm going to do, see that liquid down there? That's all flavor. I'm going to pour this in and mix that up. And that'll thicken that gravy up in there. That's just an option, you guys. I wouldn't waste it. You can put that in your refrigerator, use it for mashed potatoes over pasta. Oh yeah. Okay, so I want to show you what it looks like and what you can do with it. So I'm just cutting it into strips here. Okay, look at how cooked that is. Nice and tender. So you can shred this, you can dice it, you can chop it, you can slice it, and you can use it for pastas, on top of salads, in casseroles. You can even just put a whole chicken breast on a sandwich. Oh, chicken sandwich. Okay guys, there we go. That was my chicken breast seasoned in the Instant Pot. Okay, what was your favorite? Was it the Mexican chicken or was it the original seasoned chicken? Let me know down in the comments. Give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button down below and that bell notification. All right, I will see you on my next episode.